Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been about a month, I think, since I did my last post. Yeah, I will do better. One of my objectives this year is to do more posts. If I can at least do one a fortnight, that would be great. I'm going to go into detail on this video about what exactly the challenge is. There seems to be some confusion. You don't necessarily have to copy me, but we'll get into this. I'm going to tell you what exactly the challenge is, £200 to £100,000. I'm also going to be telling you a bit more about me and what led me to having this challenge in the first place. So a bit more context. Okay, we'll go through the thresholds that I might be hitting over a certain time and then what model changes I'll be implementing as we get into it over the course of this year. So yeah, a bit self-indulgent, and I thought, you know, for the sake of continuity, I might as well wear the same clothes that I always wear. All right, anyway, enough of me, roll it. Right then, let's get into it. Let's figure out how it is that I came to this challenge in the first place. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Des. I live down in Shoreham, just outside Brighton. Me and my wife, we both work full-time. We're both educated. We both earn over what the average in the country is. And all things considered, we're doing all right for ourselves. But I'm sure, like most of you, you're looking at your finances and you're thinking, how is it we're skint? We don't run our money terribly. How is it that we can't afford a holiday anymore? How is it that we can't afford nice things just to go out for a meal? Or all of a sudden you're starting weighing up the costs on taking the kids out just for something like a soft play. You think this isn't right. This isn't right. Why are we doing these things where all of a sudden we're in the system and the system is failing us? The promises that we were told when we were kids, get a job and you can have nice things in life. Well, we did that. I went out and got an education. I went out and got a good job. But I can't afford the nice things. Something's being taken from us. We're being fleeced here. And then with that comes the realisation that no one's coming to help us. Because the very people that the country voted in, I didn't, but the very people that the country voted in to take these decisions for us are letting us down. So the only people that we've got to help us is us. And the only way we can do that is get a second job. Now, in the old days, I mean, I'm in my 40s, so in the old days, a second job meant going out and learning how to be a cabbie, picking up some tools. Those were the old days. But things have changed with the internet, and this is what me and my wife were talking about a year ago, after we got married and we sat down. We said, right, how do we monetize the internet? So we started looking into side hustles, and we started looking into match betting and uploading receipts and mystery shopping, all these sorts of things. And then I found something on YouTube about Amazon, and now knowing what I know about private label, I was watching a private label thing. And it made me realise that when you buy something off Amazon, it's not Amazon that you're buying it off most of the time. And it's the first time I've ever had to think about that, and it blew my mind. Hang on a minute, I'll go into a shop, Boots, and I'm buying it from Boots. If I buy something from Amazon, what do you mean there's a third party somewhere that's earning money off the back of this? That doesn't seem right. But then if people are doing that, then why can't I be one of those third parties? So I started looking into how to monetize Amazon, the biggest shop in the world. When you're looking for something to buy, you don't Google it, you go on Amazon and you search for it. So we need to use the power of the biggest shop in the world to make money. And then how do we do that? I started looking into private label, where you buy in bulk from Alibaba in China, you stick a brand label on it and you ship it off to Amazon and you do it that way. Now that can be ridiculously profitable, but you certainly need to know your onions, and you need to be willing to burn about £5,000 because there's a big leap of faith that you could get it wrong first time out. I wasn't in a place where I could do that. I started then looking into things like drop shipping, because that was another avenue. And I'm not ashamed to say I ended up spending £300 on a course. And this course, it opened my eyes to the world of courses, because I didn't speak to a single person in real time. Everything was basically a PDF that got sent down to me for 300 quid. And you think, hang on a minute. If I'm one of 50 people, this person doesn't have to do anything. And I didn't feel that confident coming out the back of that I still knew what I needed to do. So I probably would have ended up throwing more money at it. So I pulled the plug there and then. I thought, right, I'll take away what I've learned from that. and we'll move on. I started looking at things like Kindle Direct Publishing, where you create the blank colouring books for kids and you put them on Etsy or you put them on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. I've got a few of them out there, none of them sold, because you need money to put into advertising. Nobody tells you that. Or you need to have time to enroll in some digital marketing course so you can market it properly. Again, I didn't have the time or the money to do that. So the Kindle Direct Publishing thing went down the toilet. The print on demand, the same thing, where you design t-shirt designs and you stick them out on Etsy or Amazon Merch or Redbubble. None of those sold either. Then I created one of those financial planners. I went on YouTube and I took myself to Excel and I set up one of those financial planners and I went, you know what? I'll put it on Etsy. People are making a killing. Nope. You need to advertise. You need to market it. I didn't know how to do that. So I took my £200 and I decided to put it into Amazon. And most importantly, I got into the mindset that this was not a quick fix. I'm a firm believer that you work, and then eventually something passive will come in. So I decided to create this challenge. I thought, if I can put a minimum of 30% on my startup costs, and I'll do it for 2 years, I will be in a much better place at the end of 2 years than I would have done at the start, and I would have only laid out £200 to do it. And if it fails, it fails. I've lost £200. But that was the challenge. And I thought, let's do it. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Let's start documenting it, because that is how I'll hold myself to account. If I start making myself post videos on this, charting my progress, then it's on me to make sure I do the very things that I say I'm going to do, because I'm throwing myself out there to the world. A bit like one of those weight loss journeys that I've never done. You want to lose weight, you put your scales up and you take pictures of yourself and you post them everywhere and you make yourself accountable. This is no different. But it caught fire. And I realised early on, hang on a minute, people are actually resonating with this. So why not use it to my advantage? Because this is what we're doing, it's my business, and create another income stream. Now I'll put a little video up in the top here. But when you think of successful people, do you think they've only got one income stream? If I put this piece of wood on this cup, and the cup represents the income stream, and I knock the cup over, and the wood falls down, that's my business, it's falling down. Now let's put a second income stream in. Now let's put a third. Let's put a fourth. Let's put a fifth. Let's put a sixth. Now knock one off. The business holds up. So while I'm building from the ground up, I'm not just building one thing. So at the moment, I'm going out and I'm shopping for bargains and I'm sending them into Amazon to sell on a profit. I'm also going online and I'm finding bargains and I'm sending them into Amazon to sell on a profit. So I'm doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, and I'm building my social media profile in the hope that YouTube eventually pays me. I make no secret of that. This is how I'm doing it. So far, the first two are paying out. The third one isn't paying out yet, but it will. So I recommend it. I do. If you're comfortable in front of a camera, just get talking. Start building up your followers. When I hit roughly £700, £800, I know that going out and buying products is going to become more and more time consuming, because if I've got more money to spend, it means I've got more things I need to buy. So practically, the only thing that I would need to do at that point is start making the leap to wholesale, where I go to wholesalers, build accounts with them, buy in bulk, and then send it out that way. So those are the things that I'm looking to do next. Now that is ridiculously scalable, and the only challenge I have is the storage. Where do I start putting pallets of things? I'm going to have to be a bit flexible with my house with that, but I can imagine one of my outgoings soon will be a storage facility. Now once I hit £5,000, £6,000, £7,000, I can also start looking into private label, where I go to China and buy it in bulk. I think what's really important is to tell you that I'm not going to stop doing the other things. So when I go wholesale, I'm still going to find the odd bargain when I'm out and about shopping. I'm still going to go online and buy things. So I'll do online, retail, and wholesale selling. If I eventually get to a place where I do private label, I'll do that as well, on top of the YouTube thing. And then once I've got enough money somewhere to start investing in something else, be it Airbnb, be it rental properties, But these are the things that we're going to be doing. So what we're doing is that we're building a business, a multiple income stream business. Because one isn't going to be enough, and it's not going to take us all the way to the top. And every successful business person out there has got multiple. So that's the challenge. That's the goal. And that's the way I'm going to go about doing it. I've said it before. I might be naive. I might be crude. I might simply be stupid. But I am going to work my tail off and implement these things that I've just talked about and do my very best to make it. However you decide to do it, use the skills that you've got available to you. Use your knowledge that you've got available to you. Find any side hustle you can that you think can make it work. And you put 30% on your £200. If you've got more money to throw in the pot, that's amazing. If you've got less, which is sadly more common than you realise, that's fine too. But you need to be realistic. No one's going to get you rich quickly. Only you can do it, and you're going to have to do it slowly. Right, that's the one. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope that helped. I hope it gave a bit more insight into what I'm doing and who I am and how I'm getting there. Again, completely open for discussion. If people disagree, that's fine. That's fine. I'll do my very best to prove you wrong. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. We'll see you soon for another one. Drop a comment about what sort of videos you want to see down below. You guys have given me a list already, but drop a comment. Let me know, because I need ideas. All right, cheers, everyone. Take care.